After November 5th, nothing will ever be the same. No matter who wins the election, who loses the election, life will never be the same. Nobody will ever be the same. Everything is about to change after November the 5th.
Good morning, guys. So I wanted to get on here before my shift starts and tell you guys about the dream I just had. You can take it or leave it. This dream was very eye-opening, and just I thank the Holy Spirit for it, and I thank God for allowing me to share. The dream I had was, it was a blackout. It was very dark. When I say blackout, I mean not an inkling of light. The part that was really scary was the fact that people were still clubbing. These people had lanterns and the club was open and they were still in there partying. During this time period, it was rationings. There was no water. There was some food, but there was no water. And I had water, and so I had put water in these clear containers, but it was only like drop amounts, like it was very small amounts, and I was giving them to people who hadn't had water. And people were consuming alcohol. It was so crazy. And there were men that were like going around harming people because they didn't have the things that they needed. And it was just a very dark time. And so this dream is clear. Just prepare the way of the Lord. It is a very dark time coming. A blackout is coming.
I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and say peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanics. We're those people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. The self-proclaimed white man, he's not white, he's red. They are the Idumeans, or Edomites, according to the Holy Bible. According to Bible prophecy, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. All right, in those two videos I just showed you, the first one, and it was two Eves, and the first lady, she said that she made a statement that after, November 5th, which is election day, nothing will ever be the same again, and it really doesn't matter who wins this election, whether they put, Cackle and Kamala in there, or whether they put, the actor himself, Mr. Trump in there. All out chaos is going to come to the streets of Babylon the Great. Right, in the second video, the woman shared a dream of blackouts, food shortages, no water, purge party, and pretty much people going door to door having no pity upon their neighbor, and this is all part of the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai upon a perverse nation. So I'm going to open this in the book of Amos, chapter 5 and 13. It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. Right now is the time to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua while he may be found. Okay, because during Shihad the Fan, the Most High will remove his men from off the streets, man. He will hide his men. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to allow his servants to be on the highways and hedges while chaos is out there. And also in the book of Amos, it speaks about what? The famine of the word. Okay, so now is the time to get this, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua. 14, it says, seek good and not evil, that ye may live. Right? To seek good is to get, draw nigh to the Heavenly Father. Learn about his name. Because it's not Yahuwah, it's not Yehoshua, it's not Yahweh. Those are not the correct names. All right? You shouldn't be worshiping Jesus. You shouldn't be in Islam or Buddhism or Catholic or a lover of yourself, and definitely not an atheist, man. Or into satanic worshiping the sun and all manner of idols and idolatry. And our people don't realize it, but they even idolizing Trump and Kamala at this point, man. Okay? Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. But our people worshiping idols, being lovers of themselves, propping up this place, which is Babylon the Great, having faith in it, committing all manner of abominations and wickedness, such as robbing, stealing, killing, committing adultery, filling the land with blood. That's evil. Okay? It says, see good and not evil, that ye may live. And so Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the power of hosts, which Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the power of armies, shall be with you, as he have spoken. So you have to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushua while he may be found, the Lord of hosts, so that he be with you, man. Because the Most High is the Father of spirits. He's the Lord of hosts. 15, hate the evil and love the good. So if you truly hate evil, you're not going to love this land that we're in. You're under Satan's authority. You're going to hate this place, man, because it's extremely wicked. Okay? And we're swiftly approaching this winter solstice season, this demonic hamster wheel. You have Halloween, where people are dressing up like all manner of demons, witches, warlocks, vampires, not knowing that the elites are actually doing demonic sacrifices. They're actually snatching kids up, raping them, sacrificing them, all manner of wickedness. Okay, then you have Christmas, New Year's. Okay, it says, hate the evil and love the good, right? You should love the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You should love his word, his prophets, all right, his judgments, his ways, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the powerful host, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph, and that's dealing with the tribes. Okay, and that's what you want, grace. Another word for grace is what? Favor. Okay, because when these evil times come and there's no pleasure in them, you're going to want divine intervention. You're going to want grace from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, 16. Therefore the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua of hosts, the Lord said thus, wailing shall be in all streets. Yeah, it's going to come a time to where, because our people are always in the spirit of party, play. Okay, but that's just going to cease, man. It's going to be nothing but wailing in the streets, right? Those people in the Carolinas, you think they're in the spirit of party? They're in the spirit of wailing, because they lost everything, and their own government offered their ass, $750, which they will have to pay back, and a lot of them won't even get the full $750, and a lot of them, when they apply for that shit, they got denied. Okay, so when there's no food out here, man, no water, all right, people can't wash their ass, or you just dehydrated. People gonna appreciate the little things, man. Just like that movie, Book of Eli. When he got some shampoo for his woman, and it was a small bottle, travel-sized bottle of shampoo, man. But he's very appreciative of that, of how it smelled, just the luxury of washing your hair. Where ain't no water, you won't be able to just drink, take showers, take baths, clean yourself. Ain't no power, you ain't gonna be able to turn the fan on. Okay? Think about it's cold out, man. You don't have no power in the winter. You're going to be freezing, you know? It says, therefore, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the power of hosts, the Lord said, thus wailing shall be in all streets, and they shall say in all the highways, alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning. Now, what's the husbandman? A farmer. Okay? So they're going to call the farmer to mourning, going into what? A famine. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to smite the land, or he's going to smite the crops. And that's been happening in this country for the past 10 years. All right, crops have been over flooding. You got wildfires all throughout the west coast. You have snow, thunder, and all forms of supernatural events from Yahweh Shem Yahushua plaguing this land. That's why it says in 2 Esdras 15, they that till the ground shall mourn. Okay, and such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing. That reminds me of the opening of the Bone Thugs Crossroad. You have those women, that's an example of women that are skillful of lamentation, wailing, crying. Okay, lamentation is pretty much like a bitter cry. It says, the passionate expression of grief or sorrow, weeping. Okay, so that's what it's gonna come to, man. It's gonna be nothing but weeping, bitter cries. Okay, 17, and in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through, said Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's what the Most High is getting ready to do, to pass through. But you want to be passed over. You want to have the blood of the Lamb covering you, man. Right? 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, right? And just because you're an Israelite, or you may know that you're an Israelite, you got your fringes, you celebrate the Sabbath Friday, the Saturday, you have a t-shirt fringe. That don't mean nothing, man. It is all about the elect and the faith, calling upon that true name, doing the work, all right? Whether you're out on the highways and hedges, or whether you're a helper, whether you're a servant, okay? Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? For the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is darkness and not light, right? That day is going to be a day of darkness, man. It's going to be a day of darkness and not light, okay? I mean, what? It's going to be a dark, dreadful time. It's not going to be a time of peace. It's going to be a time of lamentation. It's going to be a time of fear, okay? It's going to be a time of screams, okay? Because they showed you on the movie First Purge, when the purge happened, niggas was having a purge party. But in the midst of that, what went out? Different militias. And what did they have in their hands? Slaughter weapons. What were they doing? Putting niggas down, okay? As if a man did flee from a lion, right? So you might flee one terrible situation, right? But your ass run into a whole nother worse situation. This is the times that's coming into you where you won't find any rest, okay? So I'll go through that again. It says, Amos 5:18, here in my ledger, my sword, it says the Israelites assume that because they were the chosen people, they will be exempt from judgment on the day of the Lord, and that ain't the case, okay? Because we already know that a vast majority of our people, they're not going to make it, man. And that includes men, women, and children, and extreme judgments are going out. I just seen a video about a woman over there in India, Elam Lamb, right, where this woman, she just worked a 36-hour shift, and she passed out in one of the back rooms on the job, and she got gang SA'd by, I believe, 17 men, man, okay? 17 men, bro, and they tortured that woman, Well, what do you think the troops are going to do when they come here? This is Amos 5:18. Woe to you that desire the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. To what end is it for you, right? Are you a believer? You know, have you been serving Yahweh Shem El Shai? Do you have faith? Do you have works supporting that faith, man? The day of Yahweh Shem El Shai is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion. So, and these animals, they're actually going to get out too. You know, it says in Jeremiah 15 that the Lord sent the dogs to tear. And that's not just going to be dogs. It's going to be lions, tigers, bears, wolves, foxes, bobcats, you know, all manner of wild beasts. Okay, so you might flee one terrible situation. It says, as a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. And you running from a lion, you know, yeah, a lion is a ferocious, terrible creature, but you running into a bear, that could turn out to be a worse situation for you, man. Because the bear will literally eat your ass alive. The lion will go for your neck, kill you first, man. Okay? So you're actually conscious while the bear is eating you alive. So in this time you could escape famine, but run into a pack of cannibals. You know? You can escape a pestilence, you know, and run into the troops and get thrown into camps and tortured. You know, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So he find refuge, or thought he found refuge, and went to relax. And the serpent bit his ass, man. All right, and you know if you get bit by a serpent, what? That shit's gonna poison you. You know? So pretty much no escape. A day is coming where there will be no escape, man. Right? It's called what? The time of Jacob's trouble. And yes, you can feel it in the air that after this election, won't nothing be the same. You know? It says, shall not the day of Yahweh Shem El Shai be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? I despise your feast days, and I would not smell in your solemn assemblies. Yeah, so the celebrating of the ways of the heathen. Like right now, people, they're dressing up for Halloween. They're going to Halloween parties. They're out clubbing, committing adultery, and a lot of STDs and, you know, STIs, sexual transmitted infections, being passed around. And a lot of people have very serious infections, but they're not disclosing that. You know, like there's a video of this woman, you know, she's a good-looking woman, you know, from you know, there's a reason why the scripture says stumble not at the beauty of a woman. But this bitch, she's saying that she's not going to disclose that to any men who steps to her. You know? So I'll read it again. It says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Right now, people in the spirit of what? Halloween, costumes, horror movies, pretty much in a demonic spirit, you know. And then next coming what? Thanksgiving, which celebrates Black Friday, celebrates the slaughtering of the 10 tribes, right? Mainly Gad and Reuben, all right, and also the slavery, the captivity of the southern kingdom, man, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Then you have Christmas, which is supposed to be the Lord's birthday, which actually goes into some worship, man. Winter solstice, all right, Yule, okay? All these things are hated by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the ancient Christmas tree, that custom actually goes back to ancient Babylon. It's actually written in Jeremiah 10:22. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings or your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows, right? And all this music is trash. It's non-creative. The daughters of music shall be brought low, and this has a demonic vibration on it. All right? And Esau knows the power of music, man. When you go to the story of David and Saul, David played the harp, and it refreshed Saul's spirit. Okay? Nowadays, you put on some music, it puts you in a demonic trance, man. You know? This is Ezekiel chapter 8, right? Because you might wonder, well, why is the Most High going to bring such judgment, harsh judgment on our people? Because they're wicked, right? And they've been wicked, all the way going back to the wilderness, man. You know, it's Ezekiel 8:1. When it came to pass in the 6th year and in the 6th month and in the 5th day of the month, as I said in my house, and the elders of Judah said before me, that the hand of Yahweh Shem Shai fell upon me there. And then I beheld, and lo, a likeness as the appearance of fire, from the appearance of his loins even downward, fire, and from his loins upward, as the appearance of brightness, as the color of amber. And he put forth the form of a hand, and took me by my lock of mine head, and the Spirit lifted me up between the earth and the heaven, and brought me in the visions of the Most High to Jerusalem, to the door of the inner gate that looketh toward the north, where was the seat of the image of jealousy, which provoked the jealousy. So Yahweh Shem El Shai exposed to Ezekiel what the elders, what the woman, what the men of Israel were doing at this time. Okay? For, and behold, the glory of Yahweh Shem El Shai was there, according to the vision that I saw in the plain. Then said he unto me, Son of man, lift up thine eyes now the way toward the north. So I lifted up mine eyes the way toward the north, and behold, northward at the gate of the altar, this image of jealousy in the entry. He said furthermore to me, Son of man, seest thou what they do? Even the great abominations that the house of Israel committed here, that I should go far off from my sanctuary, but turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And we see it. All right, you see it in your daily life. A lot of the women of our nation, they're lesbians, dressing up like men, carrying on like men. All right, trying to put themselves in authority over the men. The men carry on like women. They dress up like women. Okay, changing of kinds, changing their plumbing. Okay, worshiping Caesar Borgia. Right, 7. And he brought me to the door of the court. And when I looked, behold, a hole in the wall. Right. Then said he unto me, Son of man, dig now in the hole. And when I had digged in the wall, behold, a door. So the Most High showed Ezekiel the hole, and in that hole he digged, and he found a door, and he went through that door. And he said unto me, Go in, and behold the wicked abominations that they do here. And nowadays the Most High is exposing our people through what? The internet. He's also exposing Esau through the internet. The internet is exposing everyone, man. Okay, but through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shai, we're using this internet to push this word to the sealing of the hopeful elect. You know, and we could just go to World Star. I go to it right now. You see all type of wicked shit that our people are into, what they're doing. All right, you look on Facebook and see what they're doing. Look at this one. It says, sleeping with 100 men in 14 hours. That's adultery. Okay, that's extreme wickedness, man. Okay, woman films the aftermath of trying to set a record, left the hotel with more than just, remember, yeah, the bitch probably got some type of STDs, STIs, all right, bipolar disorder, demons, but this is the spirit that's pushed out on these women. This is celebrated. This is woman liberation. This is the fruits of feminism. This is what these women do with their freedom. You know, she's free to have sex with 100 men in 14 hours if she wants to. She's setting a record, okay? And you see this in the workplace. These women that have a man at home, but when they at work, they're single. They'll lie to you and say they don't have a man, okay? Or she might be honest and say she do, because, you know, a nigga's gonna sleep with her anyway. You know? Look at this. Group arrested just moments after a shootout in Albany, NY. Now, what group of people do you think that was? Niggas, man. Okay? Then you got Tory Lanez, which he's so-called shot Megan Thee Stallion, but now they're saying that this man is innocent. You know? Charleston White clowns on Lil Durk for getting arrested because he put a hit on. He said he put a hit on the guy or guys that killed King Von. This is nigga culture, man. This is what our people are into. The blonde hair, the jewelry, the money flashing, all right, which that's not real money. You know, it's a Federal Reserve note, you know. Megan Thee Stallion, you know, that's what's pushed upon our people. Whoredom, man. All right, extreme whoredom, gang banging, sex, adultery, murder. Man talks ish after almost getting killed, shows off his wound. You can't kill me. On my mama, you can't make this shit up, man. Chick who accuses male OnlyFans star of giving her the blank now seeks out new potential partners at a 20 versus 1. This is complete fucking wickedness, man. She has herpes, and she's betting 20 different men to see which one she wants. That's the Queen of Heaven worship, man. The woman are put on a pedestal here. Okay, it's worse than that, man. It's Ezekiel chapter 8:8. Then he said unto me, Son of man, dig now on the wall. And when I had digged in the wall, beheld a door. And he said unto me, Go in and behold the wicked abomination that they do here. So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping beast. And this is what Ezekiel saw the elders doing. Okay? And behold, every form of creeping things, and abominable beasts, and all the idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon the wall around about. So these niggas had a room full of idols who they were worshiping, man. Okay, what's those idols our people worship today? Today it says men shall be lovers of themselves. You know, women are lovers of themselves because women are selfish. You know, you got, like I said, Jesus Christ, Christianity, Catholicism. A lot of these women, they're straight up witches now. They're into astrology and witchcraft and spells. A lot of our people, they worship Satan. Okay, tarot card reading, crystal ball reading. Okay, and there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them stood Jazaniah, the son of Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up. So this is what the elders were doing, burning incense to false gods. And this is spiritual fornication, spiritual adultery, wickedness. This is happening in the land. This is part of the reason why our people got kicked out. This is why the Lord brought the Babylonians, man. Nebuchadnezzar. This is why the Lord brought the Antiochus and the Greeks. This is why the Lord brought the Romans upon our people, man. Okay? And this is why Yahweh Hashem Shai is going to bring Jacob trouble on the wicked people who refuse to turn unto him. Right? Then said he unto me, Son of man, hast thou seen what the ancients of the house of Israel do in the dark, every man in the chambers of his imagery? For they say, Yahweh Hashem Shai seeth us not, Yahweh Hashem Shai hath forsaken the earth. Right? And this is what our people really believe. They don't truly believe in the Most High. They think they're just out here and they can do what they want and only God can judge me. Well, that judgment is going to come in the form of famine. It's going to come in the form of being tortured in a camp, okay? Which FEMA just took advantage of the crisis, never let a good crisis go to waste, right? And they put up a new camp down there in C. He said unto me, he said unto me also, turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations that they do. Then he brought me down to the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat woman weeping for Tammuz, and this weeping for Tammuz goes into sun worship, all right, of the winter solstice. It says, weeping for Tammuz was a 40-day mourning period for a pagan sun deity, that which Most High castigates Israel for whoring after, in Ezekiel the 8th chapter. And go and castigate meaning like a very harsh reprimand or rebuke or judgment, okay? And you can read the 9th chapter for that judgment, right? But it's a 40-day mourning period for a pagan sun deity, man. Okay, because if you know anything about the season that we're in now, okay, winter solstice, December 25th, that's the shortest day of the year. And I believe about June 21st is the longest day of the year. So these pagans, they believe that the sun was dying So they would go hard with their worship during the winter so that the sun would come back so that their crops could grow and be blessed. Okay, well, this is what the men were doing in our land, worshiping the sun. This is what the women were doing in our land. And guess what? This is what you're doing when you go to church on Sunday. Okay, it all goes back to worship of the sun. Okay, Ezekiel 8:15. And you have a lot of our people there in Egyptology, they worship Ra, right? And then said he unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Turn thee yet again, and thou shalt see greater abominations than these. And he said unto me, and he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of the Lord. And that's spiritual, because a lot of our people turn their back on Yahweh Shem Shai to go back into the world to worship idols. Okay, and their faces toward the east, and they worship the sun toward the east. So the woman weeping for Tammuz, the men burning incense unto idols, the men worshiping the sun toward the east. So a nation fully given to idolatry, wicked, perverse people. Okay, and this is our people today. And you know, just like she said in that dream, that could actually happen for a hot second. No, niggas having purge parties and shit, because that's what it's going to be, Jacob's trouble party. All right? Then said he unto me, hast thou seen this, O son of man? Is it a light thing that the house of Judah, that they commit these abominations, what they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence. It's a well-known fact. The hood is filled with what? Drug dealers, violence, thieves, diseases, infested, man. Okay? For they have filled the land with violence and returned to provoke me to anger, and lo, they put the branch to nose. I mean, they're blatant. They're blatant with the shit, man. Right? Therefore will I also deal in my fury. All right? My eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. So the time to come, it's not going to be any mercy. The Most High is going to turn his face and let Esau do his thing. Let Satan, the spiritual demons, do their thing, man. Right? And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them. So you go to 9, it tells you about that great judgment. All right? Which is why we're in the spirit of seeking good, hating evil, right? Ezekiel 9, a vision of the slaughter. He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with a destroying weapon in his hand. In these cities, you know, Jake, you might have a hood, you might have a block, you might think that's your block. That's Esau shit, man. You know? That's Esau shit. And Esau can, you know, besiege that shit real quick with SWAT, squad cars, helicopters, drones. All right? And they're going to come with prejudice, extreme prejudice, man. Okay, weapons you only see on movies, video games, things of that nature. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lied toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand, and one man among them was clothed with linen, with a rider's incarn by his side, and they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And I believe this is an angel, man. When you go into the linen, it's the apparel of the priest and the angelic messengers. Okay? And look what the angel had. He had a rider's inkhorn by his side, and they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of Yahweh Shem of Israel was going up from the cherub whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man with the linen, which had the rider's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh Shem Shai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem. And that's the people. Okay? Because obviously we're not in the land of Jerusalem. Some of us are, because our people are scattered all throughout the earth, according to the curses. All right? But the Lord's going to take his sword, which we know Esau is his sword, man. Okay? This is Psalm 17 and verse 13. It says, arise, O Yahweh Shem Shai, disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So we know the wicked is the Most High's sword. Okay, so Mosai is about to give Esau that green light. He's going to come down with great wrath. They're going to be as madmen, sparing none. Okay, but you will have the angels, protecting the elect, right? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua said unto him, to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof. And that's the elect, the sighing and crying for everything, the holidays, the changing of kinds, all of the wickedness, the food, the working 50, 60 hours a week, barely making ends meet, the ailments, the car trouble, the mental battle. And we're constantly sighing and crying to Yahweh Shem Yahushua for all unrighteousness. Okay? But those are the ones that's going to receive that mark, right? With this mark, it's not the same mark from Revelation 13. It's a spiritual mark. Because it comes from the Most High. All right? Esau is a carnal man. You're not going to get anything spiritual from him. So he's going to give you a physical mark, right?
Strong's H8420, Tav, Tav.
The word there in the Hebrew of the Lashawan Kodash is the Wa, okay? Which says, as a sign of exemption from judgment, okay? And what is that? That's the name, bro. Go to Rev 14. So Revelation 14, verse 1, and I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, right? This is the lamb, which is Yahweh Shai, and 144,000 on Mount Zion, the elect. And with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their forehead. So that name, you call upon that name, and knowing that name and having faith and ultimately being of the elect, that's what's going to make you exempt from judgment. Okay? And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, right? Everyone without it. Okay? You ain't covered by that name. Your name ain't written in the book of life. Go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have you pity. It's not going to be any pity, man. Not going to be any pity for the elderly. Okay? Slay utterly old and young. It's not going to be any pity for the young. Both maids and little children. Not going to be any pity for toddlers. And women, just because you're a female, it's not going to be any pity. Okay? Come not near any man upon whom is the mark. The only ones who's going to be passed over this time is the elect. And begin at my sanctuary. That's right. In Peter it says, judgment shall begin at the house of the Most High. Then they begin at the ancient men, which will be for the house. 7, he said unto him, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. So that's what's happening, man. These cities are going to be cast down. It's going to be many great miseries. Okay, so I'll give one more precept and I'll end it. It's Isaiah 42, verse 9. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, right? And new things do I declare before they spring forth, I tell you them. So before these things spring forth, before they happen, the Most High reveals it unto his men, the prophets, and the prophets reveal it unto the nation. Okay? It's Isaiah 55 and verse 6. Seek ye Yahweh Shem Yahushua while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let it return unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he will have mercy upon him. and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon, and that's plain. Man, it's time to seek the Lord, because shit is going to change. And with that, I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Say shalom to the whole